What's going on? What's going on? Mills the Virgo here. You are listening to Mill Speaks. So thank you for joining me today. This episode 28 is entitled, I Can't Pay for Your Crotchety Sonic Cinema. It's a very weighted title, alright? It's broken up into three different things. First, Sonic Cinema is what Beyonce described what she was trying to capture for the Gift soundtrack, which is the soundtrack to The Lion King that came out, I guess, a couple of days before the Lion King film came out, or around the same time. This is stemming from a TV special that came on September. I'm probably gonna lie about this date, but I'll guess if I could get a calendar up. Let's see. Let's roll with September the 23rd. That I think it came out. Okay, or the 24th. One of them. It was a Tuesday. And toward the end of September, and it was kind of a surprise that Beyonce was going to release this on ABC as a TV special, the making of the album. So, that's where the Sonic Cinema part of the title comes from. And then I Can't Pay, that is a general theme for me in 2019 and in year 36. Okay, I can't pay. It's a lot of things people want you to pay. So I'm just like, no, and this is really in regards to all of these streaming services. You people wanted to cut your cords for cable because cable was getting ridiculous. They had a monopoly on content. Then, Roku's and Fire Sticks and such started coming out. And then there was the bill that changed with the FCC where, cable companies such as Charter Communications, all of these people who own the big cable companies, Time Warner, Spectrum, Infinity? Yeah, something like that. All of these different cable companies, AT&T, blah, 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 they can't have a monopoly on the services, and it can now be branched out to third parties, which is what, Hulu is, and, Netflix, and all of these things that we stream that has nothing to do with the networks, but we are still able to watch some network shit, right? But I can't pay because now everybody's got an app, and an app costs money. First it was, okay, we have an app, and you can log in with your cable subscription, and you'll be able to watch whatever you want to watch, however you want to watch it. If you missed it, it's here on demand, blah, 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 right? Cool. Then CBS starts this bullshit where they're like, yeah, we got an app, but nah, you ain't gonna be able to log in. Nah, you gotta pay us. And I'm like, what? They were the first group of motherfuckers that got this. I can't pay. Okay? I can't pay for any of it. I can't pay for NBC shit. I can't pay for BET shit. And everybody's got really good content. Every single app is going to have something that you want and need on there. But guess what? I can't fucking pay it. I refuse. I'm not coming out of my pocket $10.99 a month for anything else outside of Disney Plus. Okay? Oh, that's coming out the account ASAP. Matter of fact, I think if I go to the website, because you can pre-order it now, okay? It was October the 6th, and I'm not sure why a pre-order is necessary, because it's just an app, right? You download it, and then you sign up for service, and then you're a go. You know what I'm saying? But, if you go to the website, I think it's like Disney Plus, whatever. It'll allow you to sign up for to pre-order this bad boy, and then you can sign up to pay monthly, or you can pay yearly. The monthly price is $6.99 a month, and that's only Disney Plus. If you chose to do like Disney Plus with all the other shit that's included with it, that's $12.99 a month. Okay, that includes Hulu, that includes National Geographic shit, that includes all the Marvel, Pixar, all of that crap. But see, for me, all of that's Disney. So they try to act like it's more than what it is. But I mean, it's a lot. So all of that stuff, Oh yeah, and ESPN Plus is included. So ESPN Plus, Hulu, and then National Geographic, and then everything that falls up underneath Disney's umbrella is going to show up here. So I think that's dope. I think that's so dope. And I didn't know that they were given an option at all. I didn't know they were given an option for you to just have Disney Plus. So I mean, it's gonna make sense for me because I'll get like ESPN Plus is like $4 or $6.99 a month, right? Then Hulu, I'm paying like $5.99 a month or something like that, and then Disney would be $6.99. So 7 plus 7, okay, is 14. What? Plus another what? $20. Yeah, I could just cut Hulu out and just get the $12.99 and then pay and get all of that shit for $12.99. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I haven't decided if I wanted to do the yearly, because obviously the yearly, if you break that $12.99 up by 12, it's like $144 that you're gonna pay. But and actually it's 13, so it's more than that. So paying the $69 a year, that's a big steal. That's like a $40 savings almost, seems like. Maybe even more than that. I'm not big on math, so you just gonna have to bear with me for a minute. Alright, so if we do $12.99 times 12, that's $155.88. If you take $69.99 from that, that's an $85.89 motherfucking savings. I mean, that's amazing. So yeah. So yeah, it just makes sense to get the yearly. But I wonder if that yearly price is only Disney Plus, or if that's Disney Plus including everything else. Because, I mean, if, let's do the math again. $6.99 times 12, that's $83. So they're giving it to you for $69. So probably the yearly amount for everything included is probably going to be way more. So again, you're still looking at, that's like a $25 difference or something like that. So you're still looking at a bit of a savings, but just not a huge savings like I thought earlier. But yeah, so I mean, that's the only thing I can pay for. Everything else I can't pay. Okay, I just damn can't pay. I just can't do it. I can't pay it. It's just not gonna happen. So yeah, I'm just gonna get that popping. That's gonna be great. I really can't wait. We're talking about what, a month and 6 days until this is released. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. The idea of having all the Marvel shit together, all of the Disney movies that I would like to see together. They have so many things that you kind of forget about. All the Pixar films, like before I was against going to see them. I mean, and there's no reason that I was ever against it. I mean, all the fucking movies are good. It's not been one movie that I didn't like. I love Moana, by the way. Moana's probably one of my favorite new ones. And also, I fully expect for Disney Plus to have Lion King on there. And I fully expect them to have the new Avengers on there. Because, see, these things will be going into digital release by then. You see? So, just put it right on there so I can watch Endgame whenever I want. Alright? It'd be dope if in Disney Plus you could sort the movies based on the order you should watch them. That'd be dope, but that's a lot of coding, and they're not into that. They'll just let you watch it however you want to do it, which is ideal. Okay, so that's the deal. That's the deal with the title. So just to go right into the Beyonce TV special, it was an hour long, so roughly about 40 some minutes, if you take commercials out. It aired on ABC. ABC actually changed the spelling of B to B-E-Y, so A-B-E-Y-C. I thought that was cute. Yeah, it was really dope. We got to see a lot of different things. We got to see a lot of colors, a lot of textures, sound. We got to see how Beyonce records. We got to hear raw-ass, unedited vocals, which is something that you really don't ever get to see or experience, because by the time you hear it, it has been mastered, it's been edited, it's been washed, it's been dipped, it's been dried, it's been everything, so that the consumer can consume it just fine. So it was really nice to see Beyonce perform record as she's performing. It's pretty dope. They had a setup. I can only imagine that they were in Africa, which I believe that's what we saw. They're coming off the plane in Africa, different countries, and I think they stopped in Nigeria. and I'm not sure where else, but they went to lots of places, and it was so beautiful. We got to see the children. We got to see Blue. Blue is all grown up. My God. I mean, she's only like 8 or 9, but I mean, it's just amazing to me. It's just like, damn, that's Blue. Blue out here dancing the samba, out here keeping time. I said, man, come on, Blue. They showed Blue record Brown Skin Girl, her portion of it when she sang, you know, the hook, and it was so cute. And she, you know, it was so perfect. It didn't require her to record it multiple times, like, get it right this time, Blue. No, it was just the way she did it, and then they worked around that, which is, that's another level of acceptance and freedom that a lot of artists don't get. So shout out to Blue Ivy, you know. Trying to think of what else we saw that really tripped me out. All of the artists that are on the album made it to the TV show for the most part, and it's nice to put a face with a name, and it's nice to put a face with a name with a part in the song, because we don't know who those people are. Like, even if you put the name on the song, we still don't know who's singing first, or who's rapping first, or whatever it is, you know what I mean? And a lot of those people sounded exactly like the record. Like, there was no fixing the vocals, or, you know, there was no editing, there was none of that. They sounded pure. They sounded like we could go on tour right now and we could give you this gift album and it would be just like you put it on, you know, on Tidal or whatever you listen to your music on. So yeah, it was dope. It was really dope. Trying to think if did I write anything else down. Oh, Beyonce had a grill. You know, and I think I talked to a couple of friends about this. There's a couple of songs where Beyonce has like that chopped and screw shit going on, because you know she's from Houston, you know, and they do that shit in Houston. All right, they chop and screw shit up, you know. They drink lean. Everything slow. Okay, I love it actually. I like it over there. But she got a grill, and at first I thought it was just a bottom grill, but it's a top grill that kind of matches it. And normally I'm not into gold teeth or anything like that, but a grill, there's something about a bottom grill, specifically a girl wearing it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It just looks tough, you know, mean. And so shout out to her with that. Erykah Badu got a mean, several mean grills that she wears, so she's dope as fuck too. But you know, that's just them Houston girls. You know, that's how they do it. I feel like there's a couple of songs on the Homecoming that I needed like a bottom grill to enjoy, you know what I'm saying? Like the I've Been On song, I need a bottom grill for that. Whoa, okay, wait. My God. They don't call until I'm recording. That's just the way it goes. It just doesn't happen. But anyway, sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, so I feel like I need that I've Been On song, and then there's like a break that they do. The late twins comes in and they do like a little dance thing that kind of is ahead of Drunken Love. Yo, I need a grill for that shit too. Okay. I love it. But overall, I loved it. They showed how they made the videos. They showed how, you know, they showed them flying over to like the Grand Canyon and doing the video for not Bigger, but what's the song? Triumph, right? Yeah, I think it's Triumph. And that was so beautiful. It was so beautiful because the like I said, the colors and the textures alone, the black skin, the fact that it was so many melanated people, I don't know, it's just crazy. I think even in the TV special, there was 2 cousins that one was a part of the dancing crew, and another was a part of like just the staff or something. They had no idea that they were working on the same thing with, you know, or for Beyonce. Like, that's how quiet and under wraps this was. You know what I'm saying? Family members don't even know family members gonna be here. It's crazy. So yeah, man, it was dope. So if you have an opportunity, I don't know if they're gonna put that on ABC or what. They didn't throw it on Hulu, which I thought they would have at least, you know. So I don't know if they're gonna put that on the ABC app or if you can find it. I did watch a reaction video which shows a good bit of it from the TV special. Let me see if I can find that dude, because he was very funny, and I meant to give this to like 2 other people in my life, but I totally forgot. But he was a trip. He's a vocalist, so he appreciated every single thing that Beyonce did vocally, which, you know, so did I, because from a musical standpoint, I know how hard some things are. There's a song, I can't remember the name of the song, but like her vocal, the octaves in which her vocals have to go in the beginning of the song, she literally did it on the TV special, and it was just like nothing. And she did it, and she was like, okay, let me do it one more time. And it was just like, bitch, stop showing off your greatness, ho. We can't handle it. Let me see. See if I can find a reaction too. Did I find him? I did. I found him. He still has his stuff up, so ABC hasn't come and snatched his shit down. So if you wanted to check his shit out on YouTube, his name is that singer reactions. And if you just type in reaction Beyonce making of the gift or some shit like that, he'll come up or whatever. And he's so funny. He's so funny. I think I'm going to go ahead and send this over to the people that needed to see this, because I was supposed to do this 2 weeks ago. So, there's that. But yeah, no, so I had an opportunity to sit and do that, and then to really take it in. When you can, obviously you can watch something and you can take it in for yourself and be like, oh my god, that was so good. But if you sit with some other people and they have different perspectives, you could be like, yeah, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Or no, that's not what I got. You know what I'm saying? So it was nice to be able to watch it, and then he pointed some shit out to me that I didn't even pay attention to, so it was pretty dope. So if you like that kind of shit, peep it on YouTube or whatever. But yeah, it was really cool. So if you recorded it and haven't watched it yet, watch it. If you can get to this YouTube page here, you can watch some of it. It'll be dope. I think I even watched the whole thing on YouTube, but I think by the time I went back to the other person who I watched it from, I think they had ABC, that is, had snatched that shit down at that point. And then I went to another page and I was able to finish watching it, you know, with no real problem. And but I'm sure that they got their stuff snatched down too. But I did tell the girl who had recorded it, I left a comment, I was like, you ma'am are the real MVP. I don't know what her name is. I guess I could look it up, but it's not that deep. But she was the real MVP the next day, because I wanted to watch the shit and hear what was happening. So that was fun. And it's extra unhelpful when you follow shit like the Shade Room on Instagram or something like that, and then they put together their compilation of the hottest shit that happened, and then you like want to watch all of it so that you can say if you agree or not. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I had to get my life with that. But yeah, so it was dope. So we're gonna move on from that. Let's see, Ed Buck. I wrote down Ed Buck because a couple of weeks back, Ed Buck, so Ed Buck is a Democratic donor. He's a gay man. He's a rich white man. Okay. Rich white gay man, and he donates to the Democratic Party. Over the past, I don't know how long this has been going on, probably for a very long time, but since I've been listening to The Read, which hasn't been quite a year yet, we're coming up on a year, Joe Buck, there's been 2 dead black men found or taken from his house of apparent drug overdose. So apparently what Joe's thing is he enjoys black men. He enjoys controlling them, making them play out fantasies and shit. He keeps them pumped full of drugs, probably cocaine, probably heroin, probably meth, whatever can, you know, keep you down. He keeps them there. I guess he lures them there with money and, you know, shelter, because they're most of the time they're homeless. And this is the third man. This is the third man that's been that showed up dead in this man's house. And there was another guy who kind of was a victim, and he came out and told what was going on in this fucking madhouse of Ed Buck's, and he told exactly what the deal was. You know, he pumps you full of drugs, he makes you do all of these sexual things, and, you know, it just gets fucked up. So Ed Buck got arrested. Okay, listen, it's a new day. I don't know what the day is, but it's a new day. But Ed Buckass got arrested, and I don't know what the outcome has been so far, but yeah, you can't keep people as sex slaves, Ed. That's what you can't fucking do. All right, so there's that. I don't know what to say about that outside of just let's wait to see what really happens, because a couple of days ago we got a sentencing of what's that bitch's name? Is it Amber Geiger? Oh my god, I don't know the girl's name. All right, so there was a police officer in Dallas. She came home from her job, or being on duty, and she walked into Mr. Botham Jean's house, and she shot and killed the man. Kill shot right in the heart. She said that she thought she was in her house and that she was shooting an intruder. She literally lives upstairs from Botham. Upstairs. So you was on the wrong floor. You was at the wrong apartment. How did you get in with no key? Because your key didn't work. So the door was open. So you came in the house. So you broke into his house, and then you murdered him, and then you called the police, and then you bring your white tears over here. Like we're supposed to give a fuck, right? Well, here's the deal. People do give a fuck, okay? The judge gave a fuck. The security guard in the damn courtroom gave a fuck. And so did Botham Jean's family. They gave a fuck. Botham Jean's brother gave a statement, and at the end of the statement, he asked the judge could he give the woman a hug. They embraced in the courtroom. And I can't tell you how many white people were just like, oh my god, that is so awesome. Oh my goodness, she really forgives him. He forgives him, and it's just, oh my god, that's just the way that the Lord wants us to be. And da-da-da-da. You know what? I say fuck that, okay? All due respect. Fuck that, okay? I am tired of black people having to be the people who forgive, the people who are constantly fucking with us. No. Okay, so I mean, again, I can't come at this man at all for the way that he chooses to live his life, because again, I do believe in God. I believe that you must forgive in order to be forgiven. I believe that forgiving isn't even for the other person, it is for you, so that you can move on with your life, so they don't have that power, that control over you. I'm just saying that shit couldn't come the day that you got motherfucking sentenced 10 fucking years, or the day that your ass got convicted of murdering my brother. Okay, that couldn't come that day. Alright, maybe he's on a different level. He's on a higher plane. Him and the father on a higher plane. Now the mother's on a normal plane, because the mother was just like, listen, Dallas PD got to clean up their backyard because it was so much corruption in this case and this, that, and the other, and things trying to get covered up and blah, blah, blah. She didn't speak to the fact that there was only 10 years that was given. She didn't speak to whether or not that woman was guilty or innocent. She spoke to the entire process, which is the ultimate fucking problem. So again, you got black women coming through trying to make the fucking sense of the shit, trying to say, hey, I'm hurting like a motherfucker because my child is dead. But what we need to focus on is this shit over here is fucked. So let's clean the fuck shit up, okay? Y'all can clean it up if you want to, because she said this. She was like, I don't have to deal with it. I'm going back home. I don't know where back home was, but she was going back home, okay? Her son was an immigrant, I guess, or whatever. But she was like, but this is for y'all. Y'all need to fix this shit. So it was very upsetting. To say the very least, with the 10-year sentencing. I'm not going to say I was so upset like some people who were just like, I can't believe this! Because, again, I do live in America. And I saw Donald Trump get elected president. So there is nothing that I could put past the American people. And the American people are the people who are the judges and are the jury and are the, all the people who make decisions. These are the people. You see? So, I don't know, man. I don't know. So she was, guilty. She was sentenced to 10 years. She'll probably do 5 of that, maybe. I guess my main concern for her is just general population, because you're a cop, okay? You're a former cop. So, those people aren't going to treat you great. So, I'm not all that concerned about her life, because she wasn't that damn concerned about Botham's life, because, when she shot the nigga, instead of trying to give him, mouth to mouth and giving him some CPR or doing something that could help his life, she got on the phone calling, the police, of course, but texting the little fuck buddy who's her partner, or her former partner or some shit. Listen, this bitch was terrible. She was trash. She was trash and is trash. And she deserved no motherfucking sympathy. She deserved no motherfucking mercy. The bitch needs to be in jail for 25 to life, okay? You don't bust into people's house, they sanctuary, and kill them talking about you thought this was your house. Well, who the fuck are you? You see? So, and if the shit was reversed and she bust in there on his ass and he blasted her ass, oh, that nigga'd be in jail for life. And you know it. And you know this. So, miss me with the bullshit, okay? Miss me with the complete bullshit. I'm about to get pissed off all over again. Shit, fuck. Anyway, moving on from that. I literally don't have anything else written down, so I'm going to go off of some things that, I've had some conversations with some friends, and, it's important. So I'll just say this. I'll give you guys a quick review. Last weekend, I had the tremendous experience of seeing my absolute favorite in live and in concert, and that would be Miss Jill Scott. Miss Jilly from Philly. I have loved Jill Scott since 2001. So 18 years? This has been my number one. Okay. Every album except the last album I've listened to countless times. I've seen myself in all facets of everything that she's had to say. Who is Jill Scott? That album kind of defines my entire freshman college life. Like, I listened to that so much. I understood and I vibed with the poetry so much. Listen, Jill Scott is it for me, honey. Okay? So in the past 2 years, I've had the opportunity to see Jay-Z alone, and then Jay-Z and Beyonce on the run too. I've had an opportunity to see Janet Jackson, had an opportunity to see Fantasia, and now I've had the opportunity to finish up the bucket list, and that is Jill Scott. And I did have an opportunity also to see Ari Lennox, who is on the top of the next bucket list. So now that's checked, right? So it was the best. It was so cool. It was in Raleigh, North Carolina. I got a t-shirt, a rag, and a bag. I fanned out at the thing. I got that cost $30 for those three things, and it wasn't worth $30, but the t-shirt is definitely dope though. So I love it. No big deal. We had some good food there. We were just around a lot of fantastic people. It just looked like happiness. It's what I would imagine Black Heaven looking like, if there were such a thing. You know what I'm saying? Just happiness. Nobody had no problems. Nobody had their face squinched up. Nobody had an attitude. It wasn't super duper hot there where people was miserable. You know what I'm saying? It was just a vibe. It was a scene. It was a way of life. And it was in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I love Raleigh. Raleigh is like it for me, okay? It's like it had everything and was crazy like Charlotte, but then it just wasn't as packed and busy and just hectic, It was a nice little city. So we went downtown, obviously, where the stadium was, where the concert was held, or the festival was held. Outside of the baseball stadium, they had the food vendors. So it was kind of like a nice little street where you had all these vendors set up, t-shirts, food, cupcakes, all of these things were set up, and it was just a really good time. We went in there, sat and chilled. We got a chance to enjoy the Black Violin crew. That's the two guys that play violin. They were fantastic. There was a fella, I can't remember his name at all to save my life, but this man used to play saxophone for Prince, and he really showed his ass. He really showed his ass out there, like, seriously. First of all, he came out there in a marching band jacket. I didn't understand what this outfit was about. Okay? I don't know what he was trying to show us. What was he trying to prove? But listen, that wasn't the look. Okay? And he should have asked. I would have helped him. Okay? Anyway, I'm pulling up on IG just to try to see who this man was. Because they had the lineup up there. So I'm just going to see if I can get back to it. Let's see. Okay, so I think his name was, let's see, this man's name was Marcus Anderson. That was his name, Marcus Anderson. He came through with the craziness. Then it was Black Violin, and then after that it was Ari Lennox. She came out and she blessed the stage. Her voice is impeccable. She's a bit silly, but you know, that's just her personality. She's a funny person, but her voice is amazing. So if you guys haven't had an opportunity to listen to Ari Lennox, I suggest you do so. And if you want to laugh every now and again, follow that hoe on IG. She's funny as fuck. She's so passionate about things that don't matter and things that do matter. It's amazing. It's amazing. So it's great to be able to watch every now and again. And then after Ari did her set, so she was probably up there for about maybe 45 minutes to an hour or so. Not quite an hour, but then Jill Scott came out, and it seemed like she was out there for an eternity, yet not long enough, right? She came out and did some really good songs. She did one song I didn't know, and that was the only one that I didn't know, and it was on the latest album that I told you guys I hadn't really listened to like that. But other than that, I mean, I was in complete heaven. I was in heaven. I was like, my God. And she hit us with some opera, you know. She hit us with some Spanish opera as well. I mean, listen, it was fantastic. Jill is a professional. She's fantastic at everything she does. And I would love to just go to a solo Jill show, see how it really goes on for an hour and a half or so, however long her show is, you know. But I'm blessed to have been able to see her, because that was one of my big things. So that's a blessing. And so because that happened, you know, I personally, and I don't know about you guys, but a lot of times we get caught up in bills and paying them, working to get to the money, to take the money to pay the bills, you know, to make sure that we can live a comfortable life, which is really not really that comfortable, because all we're doing is we're making sure we got a place to live so that we can continue to sleep, so that we can continue to go to work to get the money to pay the bills, right? So I just, last weekend I had a moment where I said, you know what, I'm just going to have a good time. I'm not going to worry about tomorrow. I'm going to just live. And it was so fun. It's so fun. I can imagine how people do this on a regular basis. Oh my God, the freedom. But, you know, and then another friend of mine, we were talking about how, you know, we're not put on earth to just work and pay bills and die. You know what I'm saying? We have to live this life. You know, my mom, when I got back, she was just like, I'm so glad you went. I'm so glad you had a good time, because all you ever do is work. That's all you do. You don't go out, you don't hang out, you don't do anything reckless, you don't do anything irresponsible. You just go to work, you pay bills, and you're broke anyway. And I'm like, yeah, that is my life. That's facts. So I think I'm just trying to get to a place where I feel like I won't beat myself up for having a good time, for living life. And even if it means maybe this time I can't pay this bill, maybe I can pay it next time, and I can just take this money and just do something fun, or do something for me, or do something for somebody else, or whatever. But just not be stuck in the house. All your bills are paid, but you can't do shit, right? And that's an ideal way to be, until you get extra money, and then, you know, you can still pay your bills, and then you have extra money to do things with. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's just hard out here. It's really hard out here. So I just want to say that it's important for you to try to live life. Try to do it. Ari Lennox was on, I think it was Twitter, and then from Twitter it moved over to IG Live, and she was talking about the zoo. And this is a very basic concept, but this is kind of what I mean. She was talking about the zoo. She said, if you want to see animals, you should go see them in their natural habitat. So save your money and go to Africa or go wherever so that you can see the animals. Because in the zoos, they're treated inhumanely. Right? Well, this created like a cavalcade of different reactions. A lot of people, well, we don't got money like that to be trying to travel and do this, that, and the other. Right? That's the number one excuse from somebody who is not trying to do much. Ain't nobody got no money for that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you've already shut down everything at this point, just because, you know, you feel like you couldn't attain this amount of money that it takes to do this thing, you know? So she went into a spiel about how she's not rich. She doesn't expect people to go out and drop thousands and thousands of dollars on traveling every day, but at the same time, you know, if it's something that you really want to do, you can prioritize, you know, change up how you do certain things and get it done. Just like you have to prioritize. I don't know if you guys live in a state where you have to pay property taxes. Well, nobody budgets for property taxes on a monthly basis because you don't have to pay that monthly. You just got to pay that yearly. And when that motherfucker comes up 45 days before it's due, it comes to your mail. Like, you got to prioritize. Okay, so what can I skip on to get this handled, to make sure that my registration isn't, you know what I'm saying, suspended, to make sure that my license is good, to make sure that this is good, to make, you know, all of these things. So you always are compromising. You're always robbing Peter to pay Paul. You're always setting priorities. Every single day we set priorities. Every single day. So that's what she was trying to say, but some people weren't taking it that way. And so once I realized what her beef was, and then I realized what people were saying, and then I realized, you know, that she was right in what she was saying, then I was like, well, tell them fuck them, okay? You know, if you want to sit at the house and be miserable and not try to figure a way out of a situation, then just be that. But for me, I'm going to go ahead and start trying to price things. You price them, and then you see how long it'll take to pay it, and then you make a move, right? So I want to try to get like a trip together to Jamaica, all inclusive, so that, you know, me and my besties can go on a trip, because we've been talking about this since we were in college. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about doing it. Nobody's gonna give it to you. Nobody's gonna make sure you have a good life. You just got to go out and do it. So hopefully people will take that and do something with it. It's easier with somebody like myself. I don't have kids. I don't have a single thing that takes my money except for bills and devices that I have. Okay? Outside of that, I don't have kids that need to eat, and kids that grow and need food. I mean, that grow and need clothes, and, you know, fucking field trip and school pictures and fucking, you know, fundraisers and fucking Halloween shit, dances, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Sports, shit. You know, so all of these things, I don't have those things to be concerned about right now. So there's no reason why I'm living like a goddamn grandma. You feel me? So that's all that is. And also, just as a side note, it is some sexy ass motherfuckers in Raleigh. Seriously. I think me and Carrie need to plan a trip again. Don't have to be anything going on. Again. Okay? Also, shout out to Dame's Chicken and Waffles. Man, Dame's Chicken and Waffles is fantastic. If you want to see the food from there, just go see them on IG, or if you follow me on Instagram, my personal page, I posted my food on there. It was the best. It really was the best. So I don't know what they did with the chicken. I told everybody it tastes like they took the chicken and marinated it in butter. Oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. I was like, damn. I mean, the waffle was okay, but that chicken, and I got my side was a macaroni and cheese. That macaroni and cheese was different than a motherfucker, but it was good. And with that chicken too? Oh my god. So yeah, Dame's Chicken and Waffles will definitely get my money again. Definitely. So if you're ever in Raleigh, North Carolina, or around that area, please hit Dame's Chicken and Waffles up. We went to another place before Dame's, and the problem we had with that place was you had to pay at the front of the restaurant, which was a problem because you had everybody at the front of the restaurant. People who were just coming in to try to put their name on the list, people that were waiting to get called for a table, people who were trying to pay for their food, who just fucking you know, like, it was just too hectic. I was like, I don't see how they make money here. So we had to just leave. And I can't remember the name of that place, but they were out of gas with us. We said, fuck it. We drove 10 minutes up the street, or 10 minutes up the interstate, and bam, we was right there to Dame's, and it was the best. And they look black owned. I might have to just, you know, check that out, see if they are or not. But it was fantastic. It was a fantastic experience. So I would definitely frequent them again. Trying to think of anything else. I want to just start doing things, you know. Yesterday the rain deterred me from going out and taking some pics of the Soda City Market down here in Columbia, South Carolina. We've got a Soda City Market that opens up every Saturday morning, and it's kind of like a, what is it like? It's like a, yeah, like a little market, you know, where you got vendors, you got people out there selling shit, you got people out there cooking shit, you got people out there face painting and doing all kinds of cool shit. And I think it was like Gay Pride weekend too, so it would have been cool because, you know, they really lit, they're extra lit. So I was excited about that, but when I woke up to go take care of my business, it was definitely raining and cold because the weather changed over the weekend, thank God. But that's adding to the doing more, you know, getting out there, networking, meeting people, you know, all of these things, just trying to live a more well-rounded life, you know, not trying to be so into myself, you know. So hopefully the rain won't deter me next week, because I really want to get out there and take pics and do stuff. But then also I want to go down and visit my cousins. They turned 40 years old yesterday. They're twins. So shout out to Amber and Ebony. I just can't believe they're 40. I'm bugged out by that. Truly. So got 4 more years, and then I'll be knocking on that age as well. And then we'll all be some old heifers. So there's that. But yeah, so I mean, just things are going okay though. Things are going okay. You know how you have those seasons where you feel like you're fucked, and then like there's certain seasons when you're like, you know what, things are going okay, and that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I don't want to get I want to get ahead of myself, but that's where I'm at. Things are going okay. I want to say that I'm definitely out here looking for, you know, a secondary job, you know, secondary income, so that you can get this money in, you know. I think once you have a different or a second income, or more money coming in, I think you can kind of manage your life a little bit better. You can kind of see your way more than not. So that is something that I really enjoy, and I'm looking into it. And if anybody's got any, and I mean any, suggestions, just let me know. But I've been looking everywhere for part-time work and such, just to make sure that I can supplement my life. But yeah, just keep praying that, you know, whatever it is that we're looking for, right, we get. So for me, it's more stability, and it's more freedom and flexibility to do the things that I want and love, right? So that's all I want right now. So God could have something way more in store for me, and I'm on board with whatever he's got, right? I just am telling you what my little human mind is saying. This is the things that I'd like to do. So, but as a whole, we're doing good. We're doing good, and that's a blessing. I'm going to wrap it up. It's not even going to be a long episode. I'm not going to try to pull anything else out of my ass on this. I recorded yesterday. Rachel and I recorded our How to Get Away with Murder final season recap. It was the first episode. We crammed in a bit of a who's who. So like a series overview. We crammed in season 5 recap, kind of, and then we crammed in episode 1 and 2 of this season, because we didn't get to do it after episode 1. So that's fine. It's fine. But no, it was a good time. You guys go ahead and listen to it. Let me know if you like it. I tagged all of the people at ABC, so maybe they'll like what they hear and make us official. I don't know. Shit. Well, a bitch can dream, right? So, you know, that'd be dope. Leave a comment under all of those shows, that show and this show. Let me know what you think on your respective streaming platforms. That'd be great. Yeah. And you guys know where I'm at. I'm everywhere. And if you guys are using a streaming service and you looked for Mill Speaks and it does not show up, please let me know. I will get it on there as soon as I can. But yeah, you guys enjoy your weekend. It's Sunday, so I'm about to go watch some football. Okay. And I will most likely add in, I'm going to record a Black Lady sketch show review, but most likely I'll add in Raising Dion, because I just finished that today. Raising Dion is a fantastic fucking show on Netflix, brand new series that started on Friday, if I'm not mistaken, and I finally got to it yesterday and then finished it up this morning. Fantastic. I couldn't be happier with everything that happened. So it was really good. So I might add that in there. I may not. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, y'all. Listen. Thank you again for the listen. Thank you for the ear. All right. I hope you guys have a great week ahead. Holla.